Come with me. Everybody come and see. You will see. Trying to keep you off the feet. Catering to.
Welcome back, welcome back. It's another week of the Tyler Gill Show, and I'm joined by social justice advocate, my good friend, my good brother, Derrick Quarles. What's going on, man?
What's going on, brother? You all right?
It's good to see you, man.
Good to be seen.
What's going on?
Just another day.
Yeah.
That's
Another day, another dollar. I'm just kidding. So, man, what's going on? We got some hot topics here. We're talking about, students dressing for success. I'm really big on millennials, because I'm in college, obviously, and you are a Claflin. You're from Claflin.
Correct.
And we have some students that are here right now in the audience from Claflin.
I saw that.
Yeah. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for being here.
See you.
Oh, say it again.
See you.
All right. Okay. So what's going on? How do you feel about, students, waking up at dawn to head to class? How should they present themselves? How should they dress for the success that they want?
Well, I remember my freshman year of college, a young lady came to class, to our African American Studies class. She had on a bonnet on her head and pajamas and shower shoes. And our professor was about 65 years old. And she made her leave the classroom. After she called her out, made her leave the classroom and told her not to ever come out of class.
Wow.
Dressed like that. She told her to dress like she's going to work.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so, I definitely agree. If you go into class, dress like you're going to work.
Yeah. That's so true, because you never know. You may get an internship. You might
Very
meet
possible.
someone on that college campus that day, or maybe there to observe your class lecture. That may be some type of superior, employer. And they could probably hire you one day, but you presenting yourself, it sounds crazy, but in a raggedy,
Correct.
manner,
Yeah.
nobody wants you.
Right.
So you should always dress for the success that you want. Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. Now, about these young men, some of our young men, they often walk around here, they sag their pants. I'm not saying, anything is wrong with, wearing slides. It's cool, but at least I will say, most of your week, at least maybe 4 days out of your week should be you wearing a tie or a bow tie, some slacks, or some khakis. So the ones that choose to walk around campus and be unproductive and dress like they're, afraid of success.
Right. Especially at an HBCU, we should always pride ourselves and always be mindful of how we dress.
Right.
Because like you said, you never know who's on campus. And I
Yeah.
always tell people, when I go out every day, I dress like I'm going to meet the president. 'Cause
Yes.
You just never know. You may run into the president.
You never
may
know.
run into the president of a company, and so
Yeah.
you want to make sure that you're presentable.
Mhm.
And I hate to say that you have to dress a certain way to get attention, but I mean, that's just the time we
Yeah,
live in.
that's
And,
true.
You can't go to you can go to an all black affair with a black T-shirt on and think you're gonna get it in the door. It's just not
Right.
gonna happen that way. I was
Right.
at CBC last week with the Congress, and they all had parties, and even though it was night parties, people still dressed like they were going, to church or whatever,
Wow.
because the kind of people, the crowds you're around. So you have to make sure that you dress.
Yeah, that's true, because I do
for the
believe
occasion.
that you become what you hang around. The people you are around, listen, that becomes you. Because if that's something they're practicing or doing on a daily basis, you may, grow into that. So you've got to be very, very careful. Now, how would you encourage our young people in colleges on how to have effective communication? Because they're about to go off into the real world, especially, seniors, class of 2018, woo woo. So, so how can we honestly prepare for the real world with communication skills?
I would say the main thing that you want to do is you want to have a mentor. And it doesn't really matter what their expertise is. Well, I take that back. It does matter. But you want to have
And I'm just here saying,
you want to have a mentor that's positive, that will not only mentor you, but they'll sponsor you.
yes.
And what I
yes.
mean by that is, if they have a job where they let you come in and shadow them, and they actually tell you, this is what I do in my job, and they show you, and they give you the opportunity to, to try to do it yourself.
Right.
Because
right.
a lot of times people graduate and they have no experience, and they have a hard time finding a job.
Yeah, and some people don't even have, come from, good or stable homes.
Correct.
And I do not use that as your excuse, because I came from a broken home that, was unstable, but that was not my excuse. I'm not going to go out into society and allow people to put this stigma on Tyler Gill's name, because I am the full version of prosperity. So, I'm not going to let go out there and, dress all cuckoo and all awkward and have this stigma, because I want to be successful, and I smell success on this platform. So you got to be careful how you present yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back. You're watching The Tyler Gill Show.
Things that you need. Let me give you positive vibes. Okay. Say it what I mean. I'm just doing my thing.
Boom! Here with Derrick Quarles, you guys. He's still here in the building at The Tyler Gill Show. Man, Derrick, I'm so proud of you, man. You're doing a great job, leading our community and our youth. And I'm just very elated to see you do your job, do your thing with your job.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Proud of you too, Tyler.
oh, just kidding. But Derrick, for sure, you are heavily supportive of Black Lives Matter. Am I correct?
Very correct. Yes, sir.
Oh, very correct, he said. All right, represent. So, what are your thoughts on that movement itself, Black Lives Matter?
Great question. So I got involved with Black Lives Matter way before it was even called Black Lives Matter. A lot of people don't know that there's a group out of Florida that started at FAMU called Dream Defenders. And this group of maybe about 400 people. And the group became prominent after the death of Trayvon Martin. And I remember going down to Florida for about a week or so, and we were basically demanding that the governor of Florida repeal Stand Your Ground. And so we slept at the State House for about a week. Some people slept for 30 days. I stayed for a week. And we were just meeting with senators and different people just trying to get that law repealed. We were unsuccessful in the attempt. However, out of that was Black Lives Matter was birthed, and so it became a national movement. And so I've been literally all around the country with Black Lives Matter. I started 4 chapters in South Carolina. I started 1 chapter in St. Louis, Missouri. And
Wow, very good.
I've had an opportunity just to travel around the country, just protesting. We had a protest in Greenville last summer of about 500 to 600 people. I was arrested during the protest.
Oh, no.
Yeah, myself and 4 other people.
What did you do, Derrick? What did you do?
Well, I haven't gone to court for it yet. They keep pushing the date back, but I didn't do anything. They charged me with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. But the news actually Facebook Live the whole entire
I think I did
thing.
see that story.
And so they actually, I didn't resist, and I didn't resist, and I wasn't being disorderly. And so when they saw the actual tape, they went back and rescinded those charges and gave me other charges, which were just like blue tickets. But it's
Wow. I think you are, with the people and for the people. And, and sometimes, you've got to suffer a consequence to,
Sure.
for standing up for what you believe in. And obviously, that didn't bother you because you really, you were very courageous to stand up for, those that are Black that perhaps feel, underprivileged and overlooked.
And it wasn't just Black people. I was happy it was white people.
Yes,
It was
absolutely.
Asians,
Yes.
Germans.
Yes. All people.
All kind of people. Yeah.
All people, yes.
Young and old.
Young and
And
old.
so it was a very, very fun time.
Absolutely. Now I have one more question, Derrick. Now, what is the potential on Black Lives Matter? Where can you see this platform elevating to?
Being that Black Lives Matter is a national platform, I think it has the potential to change the structure of politics in America, including our educational system. We know
Yes.
that, if you look at the schools in Chicago, all the public schools in the city of Chicago have been closed down.
Wow.
And so they're pushing these kids out to suburban areas, which is fine, but, a lot of kids, they want to be, I think the education is better when they actually receive it in their neighborhoods, from
Right.
the people that they know. When you
Sure.
when you get in those large cities, and those classrooms are, 100.
Yeah, they're
150 people.
large,
Yeah,
and it's hard to
it's hard
build
learn.
relationships.
Correct.
Right,
yeah.
right.
So, but I think Black Lives Matter has the potential to change the landscape of politics in America, the educational
Yes.
system, to change the law enforcement arena. And it's going to take all of us banding together, not
Yes.
just Black people, but Black people, white people,
Yes.
young,
All
old,
people.
all
Hashtag all
Yes.
people matter.
Yes.
That's right.
Working together.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, what do you say, Derrick, to that young brother, like you said, can be white, Black, or Hispanic? What are your words to him? He's probably going through something right now, and he may feel like he's being overlooked or forgotten about. Or maybe he's probably being harassed, and maybe it's probably not no one's intention to do that, but maybe it's just a person trying to challenge him to get better. It could be a police officer or a professor. What are your words to him on how to maintain strength and perseverance through a difficult time such as that?
I'll use the analogy because I'm in the politics that I always use. In 2000, Barack Obama ran for U.S. Congress, and he lost miserably. And then 4 years later, he ran for the U.S. Senate, and he won. And then he ran for president. And I believe that had he won Congress, he would never have been president, at least not in 2008. So sometimes you lose, but you don't give up. You just aim higher, and you hit your goal, and you just keep on.
Yes. Keep striving. Can you say, my favorite tagline is hashtag. So say it again. Say hashtag.
Hashtag.
Aim higher.
Aim higher.
Hashtag.
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 We all matter.
We all matter.
Wow. Derrick Quarles, everybody. We'll see you again right here on the Tyler Gill Show. Take care.
Giving positive vibes. Okay. Saying what I mean. I'm just doing my thing. I am Tyler Gill Show.